Hello, this is Mrs. Bobby, and this is lesson 9. I know you've missed me for a couple of lessons, but Mr. Klee did a nice job on 6, 7, and 8, which are combo 2 lessons, and now we are back to me. Today we are looking at writing story problems based off of the integers that are given. So 2 that we're going to look at today, we're going to look at question 2 and question 3. We're going to kind of pick them apart. So our goal today is we have to agree or disagree with the story or the little story that each person made up, and then defend your stance by citing specific details as to whether or not we agree or disagree with them. So the first one we're going to look at is Felicia. So Felicia needs to write a story problem that relates to the order in which a -6.5 and a -10 are represented on a number line. She writes the following. During a recent football game, our team lost yards on 2 consecutive downs. We lost 6.5 yards on the first down. During the second down, our quarterback was sacked for an additional 10-yard loss. On the number line, I represented this situation by locating a -6.5. I located the point by moving 6.5 units to the left of the 0. Then I graphed the second point by moving 10 units to the left of the 0. So we have to basically see if we agree or disagree with her. So let's look at our pieces first. We have -6.5 and a -10. We know that this is a loss on both. So we're looking for the words loss, and I see loss on both. We lost 6.5 on the first down. During the second down, additional 10 loss on the number line. We represent these situations. So let's look, and then we will agree or disagree. Here's our 0. So we're going to have to probably make this a little bigger. Okay. So -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9, -10. And we'll just put -1 in there. And -6.5 is somewhere in between there, between the -6 and the -7. And then we have the -10 right there. So let's see if they're right. I located this point by moving 6.5 units to the left of the 0. Are we moving left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. That is true so far. Then I graphed the second point by moving 10 units to the left. And yes, we're moving left, so we're going to agree. And why do we agree? We agree because both negative values are graphed to the left of the 0. So we know that she was right in that case. All right, so now if we're looking at the next one down, we'll look at Manuel. Here we go. Manuel looks at a number line diagram that has the point -3/4 and -1/2 graphed. He writes the following related story. I borrowed 50 cents from my friend Lester. I borrowed 75 cents from my friend Calvin. I owe Lester less than I owe Calvin. Okay, so we borrow. Borrow means we don't have, so this is a negative number, and I borrow 75 from Calvin, 50 from Lester. So you owe 50 cents to Lester, and you owe 75 to Calvin. Okay, so let's check that out. 0. 1/4, 1/2, 3/4, 1. See what I did? -25 cents, -50 cents, -75 cents, -$1. It's going up by quarters. So we know $0.50 is worth 50 cents, and 3/4 $1 is 75 cents. So I borrowed 50 cents from Lester and 75 cents from Calvin. So this is Calvin and this is Lester. I owe Lester less than I owe Calvin. Okay, so we know the bigger the negative, the smaller the value, the worse you owe. So this is closer to the positive side. So Lester's money is less than Calvin's. So yes, we have to agree, because 50 cents is less than 75 cents. We can even write that as 50 cents is greater than, it's a better number than 75 cents because these are negatives. Having negative 50 cents is better than, owing 50 cents is better than owing 75 cents. We can look at it like that too. So this is just a old school way of looking at it, but I think it works. Now, what you're going to be doing today in class or tomorrow in class is you're going to be trying to create some based off of just having a number line, so you get to create your own story. I hope this all makes sense. Have a great day. I love math. Know where to write it.